Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Natalie Henry Charles, and in today's video we are going to talk about perseverance. So full disclosure, I honestly had a really bad day today. Not only did I have a bad day today, but I've been having a bad week and a half, almost 2 weeks. So last week Jeff was out of town, and I found myself really tested to the limits of, taking care of the kids, doing all of the things. I didn't get much work done because I was so focused on them and, just being safe with them without the presence of a male in the house. And so, it's a very rare thing that we're separated or that we're not together. And it was a long few days, that's for sure. So fast forward to Thursday, he was coming home. There was delay after delay, and my parents were over at my house trying to help me get the kids, baths and dinner and things like that. And my dad was like, "Oh, it's getting kind of hot in here," everyone was kind of sweating, and the AC is on. So we realized that something was wrong with the AC. So I just turned it off because I was dealing with trying to get Jeff home, and so after my parents left, I was it's getting hot, progressively hotter and hotter in here. And by the time Jeff got home at 1:30 in the morning, mind you, he was supposed to get home at 9. He got home around 1:30 in the morning, and it ended up being where we realized that the AC was either messed up, clogged, a line was clogged or something. And so we just shut it off for the night. We're we can survive for one night with it being hot. The next morning, we woke up, he flushed the line, he did a whole bunch of things. It still was not turning on. Turns out the compressor was bad and faulty, and we basically had to try and figure out how to get a new one. So this is kind of Friday evening that we're finding this out, because I had to wait for my dad to come to the house. And it ended up being where my dad was the one that found that the compressor was bad. And I just remember thinking, of course, just great. One more thing. I was already stressed this past week. I was looking forward to being calm and relaxing and going to Disney, my Friday night treat, and we were stuck at the house trying to figure out, what was wrong with it, if we could get something shaking before the weekend, because if you know anything about construction, the AC stores for some strange reason and the lumber yards are all closed on the weekend. I don't know why that would be a thing, but it is a thing. And so the AC stores are all mostly closed on the weekend. In addition to that, the guy that my dad knows, he was not available. So he was like, "I can come on Monday." We had to endure the Florida heat pretty much all weekend, right? And thankfully, I'm very appreciative and grateful that it wasn't that bad. We have 2 levels to our house, and so we just put a sheet across the back level, the doorway to the back level, and the kids have a window unit in their room. So that was able to kind of keep the back cooler. Between that and fans, we weren't really super uncomfortable. But fast forward to Monday, the guy quotes us over $2,000. Now, I don't know about you. I mean, regardless of if I have it or not, I don't want to spend $2,000 randomly on my AC unit. And it was a surprise too, because it's not obviously an expected expense. And so we went back and forth most of Monday. My dad was able to activate the warranty on our unit, because adulting is hard. It's my fault. I did not activate the warranty when I was supposed to, and I was outside of the window. But they just charged $100 to activate the warranty, and we were able to get at least the compressor part of it replaced. Now, the part that was expensive was the labor and the gas to gas it up. So essentially, we ended up paying $13.50. And so while it was demoralizing, it was kind of a lesson in always be prepared financially. And then also, I would say it was a lesson in doing the right thing, like doing the thing that you're supposed to be doing as an adult. So everything ended up working out. I'm like, good. This, there's a rainbow at the end of the storm. And then yesterday night, one of my reps for my brand, my fair rep, basically like let me go out of the program. I'm gonna try not to cry. And like, mind you, I wasn't using the rep to the fullest extent, but basically the rep is supposed to be there to like assist you with like your shop and making it optimized and making it like better for retailers to purchase and easier for retailers to purchase. So she basically let me know that things are changing, and in an effort to help more people more widely, I will no longer have access to her as a rep. And so it was very heartbreaking, and like I cried my eyes out last night. I cried my eyes out this morning, and I'm not gonna lie, I had like a whole full-blown panic attack because I just feel like, one, I'm tired, and two, like there is no replenishing happening. It's like thing after thing after thing after thing, and like my nervous system is absolutely fried. And so I got myself together. I talked to Jeff, and my mom called, and she was like, just trying to talk me down and things like that. And so like I go to the window to open up the window, and when I open up the window, and the windows hadn't been open for like almost a week because it was hot. It's been hot this whole time. And then when we got our AC back, it was Tuesday evening. And so like we haven't really had the windows open. So I go to open the windows, and as soon as I open the window, there's a hawk like flying around in the sky, and he goes and he lands on my neighbor's tree. And I just thought it was so beautiful. First of all, he landed on like the most like fragile looking branch. And I was like, he looks like he's floating there. Like, I don't even know how he was staying up, and I couldn't even like focus on what my mom was saying because like it was just so sudden. And like as soon as I opened the windows, he was there, and so like he's there for a little bit. There was another bird like flying around him, which is odd to me because I know hawks are predators. And so there was another little bird flying around him and kind of looking like he was annoying him. And eventually the hawk flew off, but he flew in like these huge, like just grand circles, and then he flew off. And I was like, wow, that is so beautiful. It felt like a sign. And so when I looked it up, it said that hawks are symbols of looking at things from a different perspective. They are a symbol of protection, and that you're being held, like held by God and the universe, and that usually there's some sort of change that's going to happen, and so it was right. I'm like full-blown, I had a full-blown panic attack, had to do grounding exercises to ground, like re-ground myself. And then to see this hawk and like the way he was like flying through the sky, it just brought everything full circle. And so the thing that I want you to take away from this video is sometimes we ask for a different life, and the way it unfolds is you never know how it's going to unfold, and we don't always get to choose how it unfolds. But the reality of it is it's unfolding. It's actually a blessing that I no longer have that rep, because in my business, I'm trying to do something different. I no longer want to hold product. I want to draw and be an artist and do all of the art things, but then license my work and build my portfolio in that way, so that I can now do commercial projects where, I already license, but very lightly. But I would like licensing to become my full-time income, where I draw and then the company either commissions me, or they see a drawing that I do, or like an artwork that I do, and then they want it for a product. And so I was like, this is exactly what you wanted. This is exactly what you've been praying for. This is exactly what you've been, you know, shifting your life to fit. And now you're getting it. These things are falling away and you're upset. You're crying. And the reality of it is, it's truly a blessing. You know, like now you don't have to walk away from that relationship. It's already done. Or like, you know, wholesale, it's already its own thing. Like I've already grown it to a certain level. So you can kind of start to scale it back, you know? And so I just want to say, just watch for the signs. Watch for what you've asked for, you know? You don't get to pick how it unfolds. Just know that it's going to unfold. And have perseverance. Keep your head up. Stay strong. And we're going to get our lives together, okay? We're going to get our lives together. I can feel it. I can feel it. That's the reason why I even started this channel, honestly, is to document these little steps that are happening behind the scenes, that there's just, you know, no explanation for, I mean, there's an explanation. I live in Florida, and obviously there are hawks sometimes, you know, but like the timing of it was, in my opinion, so divine, you know, and the symbolism of it, and just seeing how majestic he was and regal, and just to see him flying freely in the sky, like he seemed so free, you know. And I know soon I'm going to be able to fly, you know. So keep your head up, keep going. The dream is like this close. I can feel it. It's this close. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you could do me a favor, I would absolutely love for you to subscribe to the channel. It's a brand new channel, so everyone subscribing definitely helps. And if you can, like it. But I know that's a lot to ask. I can only ask for one thing, so if I have to pick, it would be to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!